Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel, and we hope you have an amazing day today. And it is time to talk about Night of Champions. This week, Night of Champions is coming to Saudi Arabia, and yes, I'm aware of the circumstances that are happening in Saudi Arabia with Iran and stuff like that. But to be honest, WWE did say on I've been watching news channels of different YouTubers of is WWE still going to Saudi Arabia or not is because of the circumstances that are happening over there right now. But I did hear that they just left yesterday on Wednesday, and they were scheduled to have SmackDown and Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. And yes, I did hear that they are still going over there, even though that there was some circumstances happening over there. So I want everybody to please pray for the WWE superstars who are currently competing in Saudi Arabia's Night of Champions this year. So please pray for every single superstar that is scheduled to compete in Night of Champions. Anyway, so let's begin. Night of Champions is going to be on Peacock. You can find it on Peacock this Saturday at 2 p.m. Through 4 p.m., I think. Anyways, we have 6 matches, 2 Divas matches, and 5 men's matches. So let's begin. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez. The reason why this match is happening because of a backstage segment that happened on Monday Night Raw. To be honest, I'm predicting that Rhea Ripley is going to win this match. I'm pretty sure they're going to have the Judgment Day kind of screw up Rhea Ripley over. There might be a possibility that either Roxanne or Rhea Ripley might make out with Dominic during the match. I would like to see that because Liv Morgan is out of action right now because she sprained her shoulder, and I hope Liv Morgan's okay. Same thing with Dominic. Dominic is also injured, so please make sure that Dominic is also okay. So anyways, wow, this year has been a terrible year for professional wrestlers because of so many injuries that are happening right now. Anyways, I'm predicting that Rhea Ripley's gonna win. She might get screwed over by the Judgment Day, but I'm pretty sure she's still going to win. I still think that Dominic is going to get hissed by either Roxanne or Rhea Ripley. Just to screw up with the relationships with Dominic and Liv Morgan. So yeah, Rhea Ripley's going to win. Anyways, match number 2 for the Queen of the Ring finals. Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Now Asuka just returned last week, and she did very well. In case you're wondering, no, I just heard that they're not going to be reuniting the Damage Control. Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky are going those separate ways on Monday Night Raw. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm predicting that Jade Cargill is going to win Hand of the Ring because this would probably make sense in their storyline at SummerSlam later on this year. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm predicting that Jade Cargill is going to fight Tiffany for the Women's Championship of WWE. But remember that Seth Rollins cashed in on his Money in the Bank briefcase back in 2015 on Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar? Well, I'm predicting that this might happen on SummerSlam. I'm predicting that Jade Cargill is going to have a match with Tiffany, and Naomi's going to cash in the middle of SummerSlam, and they're going to change it to a triple threat. But Do I think Naomi might win? Oh yeah, definitely. The last time we saw Naomi win a women's championship was back in 2019, 2018, something like that. Probably 2018, 2019, something like that. But let's get to what's happening right now. I'm predicting that Jade Cargill is going to win. Gonna make sense because Jade and Naomi have been feuding if that actually happened in SummerSlam. Who knows? Maybe she might get screwed over by Naomi and Asuka might win. That might be a possibility, but I'm pretty sure that she'll probably dodge Naomi if she gets attacked by her. But anyways, I'm choosing Jade Cargill is going to win not Money in the Bank, sorry. Night of Champions. Let's do Helen Ross versus Sami Zayn. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Helen Ross is now on live television again. But in a backstage segment, Sami Zayn was being manipulated by Helen Ross, and Sami Zayn beats him up because he wants nothing to do with him. It kind of makes sense to have Helen Ross win this match because we haven't seen him on television, and there have been rumors saying that he might get pushed. But I highly doubt it. I'm predicting that Sami Zayn is going to win this match. Like I said, we haven't seen Helen Ross in a while, and I don't think WWE wants anything to do with him or giving him a major push. If they do give him like a push to go after a title belt, then it's probably going to be after the Intercontinental Championship. It kind of makes sense because I don't see Helen Ross winning the World Heavyweight Championship on Monday Night Raw anytime soon. So yeah, Sami Zayn's going to win. Now let's begin with our second match, which is going to be for the King of the Ring, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. This match is interesting because all two of these men are major superstars and they have a long period of history with each other. Cody Rhodes used to team up with Ted DiBiase and Randy Orton back in 2008, and they called themselves Legacy, which was a three-man stable, and Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase did win the Tag Team Championships of Monday Night Raw, and Randy Orton did win the WWE Championship during that time. The last time we seen Cody Rhodes compete on Monday Night Raw was on Monday. He defeated Jey Uso, and he is now nominated to be in the King of the Ring. Randy Orton also competed against Sami Zayn in King of the Ring on Monday Night Raw, and he won. Who am I rooting for? That is a good question. Well, they did say that they might have, since that two of these guys are from SmackDown, they'll try to go after John Cena. Randy Orton versus John Cena is an amazing rematch, but I'm pretty sure most people will complain saying that they always saw it at Backlash. On the other hand, I would like to see more. If I had to choose which rematch, I would like to see more. I would like to see John Cena versus Cody Rhodes again. It kind of makes sense to have that as a rematch because they competed in WrestleMania earlier this year, and it kind of makes sense if they compete in SummerSlam, which is another major pay-per-view in WWE. So anyways, I'm rooting for Cody Rhodes. He is going to win King of the Ring, and he's going to challenge John Cena for the WWE Championship. Next is J.A.Hub 2 versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. I'm pretty sure that J.A.Hub 2 is going to retain the championship. It kind of makes sense because he is basically like a major champion right now. I don't see Solo winning any title belt anytime soon. there might be a possibility of JC Malvia? Is that how you pronounce his last name? JC Malavia might screw him over, screw up Jacob, but there might be a possibility that Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa might be coming back. It kind of makes sense to have that way. But I'm pretty sure that save that for a rematch. I don't see them coming back in WWE anytime soon, especially for Night of Champions because of real life situations. But even though that WWE is still having the event over there, maybe we'll see what more of the updates might say. But anyways, there might be a possibility in SummerSlam that we might get a rematch of Jacob versus Solo. But to be honest, if I just choose who should win the United States Championship, I still think it's going to be Jacob Fatu because, like I said, he's a major threat in the WWE, and I'm pretty sure Solo is going to create a brand new version of the Bloodline just without Jacob Fatu and replacing him with JC Malvia. How do you pronounce his last name? Malavia. With the Tonga brothers, which is Tama Tonga and Tonga Lola. But anyways, Jacob Fatu is going to win the United States Championship, and he's going to retain the United States Championship. Sorry. Anyways, it's time for our main event. John Cena, the undisputed WWE Champion, going one-on-one against his best rivals ever, next to Randy Orton and Sheamus and Triple H, CM Punk. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, John Cena is going to be facing one-on-one with CM Punk for the WWE Championship. I can't speak right now, sorry. When did this happen? Well, it happened back in 2011 when CM Punk cut a promo against John Cena saying that he's better than him and a lot of stuff. And last Friday on SmackDown, the opposite happened. So that John Cena said the exact same thing of what CM Punk said to him 14 years ago. And this match is going to be amazing. Who do I think is going to win? I'm sorry, CM Punk, even though that you beat John Cena twice, and at SummerSlam he had his foot on the ring. It's definitely going to be John Cena. I don't see him winning this type of match anytime soon. John Cena might retain, but I'm pretty sure that SummerSlam 2011 might happen. What do I mean by that? Seth Rollins might cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase against John Cena. If CM Punk wins this match for the WWE Championship, then Seth Rollins would cash in his briefcase against CM Punk because both Seth Rollins and CM Punk do not like each other in real life and in WWE. And kind of makes sense because they fought each other back in this year and last year. So I'm rooting for John Cena. If Seth Rollins hashes his briefcase on both of them, either John Cena or CM Punk, then he'll probably make it into a triple threat match, kind of like what he did in 2015's WrestleMania. But I'm still predicting that John Cena is going to retain the WWE Championship. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, those have been my predictions for WWE Night of Champions. Please stay safe. Please be respectful for other people. Please make sure that everybody's okay. Please pray for everybody that is in dire needs right now in both U.S., Iran, and Saudi Arabia. Please make sure that everyone's safe. And I'm out.